Hey guys, good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, August 8th. It is 6:23 right now. Market's going to open in about 7 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and set this room real quick, and then we can get started with our session for today. So just give me a few seconds to set everything up, and then we can get started with our analysis. That's good. That's good. A couple more things over here. That's good. Few more things right here. All right, solid. Looks good. Let me get this link sent out to you guys here in the premium. It's good to go. All right. All right, guys. Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, August 8th. It is 3:26 right now. Market's going to open in about 4 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a few minutes for people to make their way into the room, and then we'll get started with our analysis shortly. So morning fun me, morning Peter, morning Kenny, morning B, morning everybody. Morning Maria. Let's see, let's start looking at the sentiment right now. Sentiment is currently 64% short, indicating that 64% of retail traders are currently selling right now. So we typically want to look for some buys. Looking over here at the fundamentals currently pre-market, it is currently 160 points in the green. So we're definitely looking for buys today. That's going to be our overall bias. Looking at our current bias, it is also very bullish. Reason for that is because price is above the pivots and the trend meter is green as well. So everything's pretty much pointing towards a buy this morning. One thing you guys want to pay attention to is, since it's so one-sided, we might have some manipulation to the downside before price pushes up higher. So with that said, we're going to be looking for buys today. However, we want to be careful for some manipulation to the in the other direction before we actually, hop into anything. So just keep that in mind, guys. All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw up these zones right here for us to follow. For these scalps that we're looking for, applying the K2 SR zone strategy. So we got a couple zones right here. We got a lot of zones right here, actually. Somewhere down here. Market's going to open in about 2 minutes, guys. When the market does open, we'll be looking for some entries. But until then, we're going to sit tight until market opens. So there, and I think that's about it. All right, solid. So market is opening in about a minute and 30 seconds. So morning, David, morning, Fahad, morning, Patricia, morning, Steven, morning, Sir, morning, Marlon, morning, everybody. So once the market opens, I'm going to be closing the chat, so I won't be looking at any messages. We'll just be looking for some scalps. And then at the end of the session, I'll go over some questions if you guys have any. But market is opening shortly in about a minute. So let's let that open up, and then we'll get started with our trading session shortly. So just a reminder, guys, we're looking for some buys. Overall bias is bullish. Retail sentiment is currently 64% short. Fundamentals here are currently 165 points in the green. Technicals here are bullish. Everything is pointing towards a buy. So we'll be looking for some buys here with regard to these scalps. I'm going to be a bit careful with the variations, but we'll be mostly looking for the SR zone rejections. And possibly some high lows. So, all right, guys, market is opening in about 20 seconds. It does well. Morning. All right, guys, looks like we're ready to go. Market is opening in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Market is now open. So let's see what's going on over here. So I'm basically looking for a wick rejection off the structure right here in order for me to basically catch something. So I need a wick rejection off structure down here before I can take anything off of this candle. There's no wick rejection off it yet, so there's nothing for us to take at the moment. Just gotta give it some more time right here. You can see this candle over here has a bit of a big wick. One thing that you guys want to keep in mind is that Mondays are one of the riskier days. So Monday and Friday are the riskier trading days of the week. We do have a wick rejection right there, but it needs to be a green candle. So it's fine if price closes down here because we want price to be down here anyways. So all right, so this right here is a wick rejection we're looking for, but it needs to be a wick rejection with a green candle. This right here is a red candle, so there's not going to be an entry off that right there. So there's nothing for us to take quite yet. This right here might be the breakout. I don't think I will be taking the breakout just yet. I'm going to be saving my my leverage for the scalps. I don't want my leverage to be tied up with this breakout if I end up taking it. So I'm probably going to hold off on the breakout here. If it does close, I will mark it up if it is there. But I don't want to hold on to it because the breakouts, it takes up a lot of leverage that you have to go for 500 pips. Unless I plan on taking it with a smaller lot size. So I'll let you guys know if I do plan on taking it, but I'm probably going to sit out on it. If I do take it, I'm going to have to take it with a really small lot size though, because I don't want to eat up my leverage taking a position like this that's going to be continuing for a while. There's a wick, somewhat of a big wick right there, so no breakout off that entry. As you guys can see where price is going now, it's really just ranging at this moment, which is not what we want. We don't want price to be ranging. We typically want price to be moving directional. But right now it's, it's obviously like clearly ranging at the moment. So you might want to be a bit careful with taking entries at this point. We might get a high-low scalp right here if price ends up closing above this line right here, right? That's one thing to possibly look out for, a high-low scalp if it does close, but we'll have to wait and see if it does close above there. If it ends up closing above there, it looks like yeah, it's got a bit of a push there. There's not really much above it. There's no sessions. There's nothing up there. But you do have to be a bit patient, waiting for this to actually close and not to enter early because you need the candle to actually close above it, which it did not there. So it didn't close above. It touched it. So this here looks like it could have been the breakout off that. As I mentioned, I'm not really looking to take the breakout right now. I'm looking for some scalps. So I'm looking for a wick rejection off the the structure here. So if you get that wick rejection, this would be an SR scalp. We don't have the wick rejection off there yet. We need price to push below here and then push back up. If it does that, then we'll have that opportunity to take the scalp. But right now, there's no wick rejection off the structure right now. So we need this to actually push down a little lower and then bounce off it. This is not going to be a high-low scalp because it already tested it right there and didn't break and close past it. So it's going to have a wick rejection off here, and it's going to have to actually push up. It can't be like a really small green candle. It's going to have to actually push up. So right here, no entry off that. I'm going to take this off because I'm not taking the breakout. We'll come back to it later if we need to, but I just drew this up here to show you that there's, somewhat of a breakout coming up right here. If this closes here with the wick rejection off the structure, this is going to be a high-low scalp. I mean, not a high-low scalp, K2SR zones, K2SR rejection. So I'm just going to put this right here, or I guess I could put another one right there. We got about 26 seconds left on this candle right here. This is basically a K2SR rejection within the daily, or within the breakout. If it does close, it needs to close as somewhat of a decent green candle, though. It can't be like a doji or anything like that. So just pay attention and follow it to make sure that it actually closes solid. So let's see this right here. So this right here, let's see. This right here is one. I took it for a quick little 100 pips, but it's not a very strong candle. We'll look at this one right here. If this will close again as well. If this closes right here as a decently strong candle, then this would be another entry for the SR rejection. So I did take this one right here. I wasn't planning on taking it if it wasn't going to close strong, but I did take it like at a very last second, and it closed. I only locked in 860 off that. I was worried that it was going to come down like this right here. So that first one right there did hit. However, I was going to try to take a double dip, and not a double dip, but a second entry right here. This one isn't closing as a green candle. That's kind of choppy. I'm going to wait for another one here. We need a wick rejection off it though. So for this one right here, I did take it. I was waiting for it to close. When I did see it, it did close above here, but at the last second, it just dropped really quickly. So let me just take this off right here just to clear that up. But I did take the K2 SR rejection right here. I know it was a really iffy entry to take because it wasn't a strong green candle. When I saw it, it was up here, and then at the last second it dropped down here. So if you guys took it, great. If not, it was it was an iffy candle. So I took it and it hit my TP like really quick. I only locked in 860 off it. There's no other entries over here right now. Let me just give you guys a screenshot to show you guys what this entry was right here, so that you guys know what I'm going to be posting, because I'll be posting my profits right now. But I just want you guys to see what trade I took. So the trade I took was right here. It was a K2SR rejection. It wasn't a clean rejection, though. It wasn't like a good one. It moved too quickly at the very last second. So most of you guys probably didn't take it because you guys are waiting for that strong green candle or somewhat strong candle. But I'm going to post up my profits here just so that you guys can see. You guys can match my profits to like what I posted there. So this right here. Looks like Kenny over here took it as well. He locked in 269. Nice work, Kenny. Seth over here took it as well, locking a total of 7,420 off that. Nice work, Seth. Looks like you took that, but you took it in conjunction with the breakout. So we're still looking for some more scalps here, guys. We just need price to push back up, and we need a buy signal as well. So let me take a screenshot of my profits here so that you guys can see what I took. And then you can tie this to that entry there. There was some slippage across my account. So it looks like all my accounts had a bit of some different profit. We're still looking for some more scalps though. So don't worry if you guys missed that one or if you guys didn't get a chance to take it. I know it was an iffy candle. Maddie over here didn't take it as well. Steve made 500 off the entry. Nice work, Steven. You might have to close the app and reopen it, Steven, if you can see your trades there. So we have the wick rejection here with the green candle, guys, but we don't have a buy signal. If this closes with the buy signal, this is going to be another scalp for K2SR, but we need a buy signal in order to take this entry, if you guys are wondering. So if it closes with buy signal, this will be a high-low SR's rejection scalp. So no buy signal there, unfortunately. So there's no entry there for that. You can see it's pending right here off this one. However, this one is not going to be an entry because it's not rejecting off the SR zone right here. The zone is like above here. The wick rejection is below it. So unfortunately, if this does close, not going to be an entry. What we could look for is a buy signal, and we can wait for it to close above here and then reject off the wick as it's pushing up higher. But right now, if this closes, there's not going to be an entry off that. Let me take a screenshot of my profits real quick just to show you guys what I took off that first entry. But you know, just a heads up, if this closes with the buy signal, it's not going to be an entry. Market's kind of chopping like all over the place today, but that was expected. Today is Monday. You know, market is slowly getting into swing for the week. So, you know, we're expecting choppiness today. So if this closes here, that's fine. That's going to be a pivot scalp entry, but I'm not going to take it. I'm going to wait for it to actually close. So right there, again, no entry off that. If we have a wick here that closes off it, and then it does close again on this next candle, then great, we're going to have an entry. Okay, so there's a small wick right there. If this closes with the buy signal and somewhat of a strong green candle, then this will be an entry for that. And I will be taking it myself. All right, we got about 30 seconds left on this candle. If it closes as a green candle with a buy signal, then yes, I'm going to be taking that. Let's see, we got about 10 seconds left on this candle right here. We need that buy signal though, guys. If you don't have buy signal, no entry. So we got about 2 seconds. Just make sure I got this down right here. All right, let's make sure I got everything over here real quick. Looks good, looks good. All right. So let me just post this up into the group real quick. 1 second, guys. All right. So this is the entry that I was just talking about, guys. It already hit full TP. So hopefully if you guys caught it, great. If not, just wait for the next one. Let me move this over here real quick. Awesome. So hopefully if you guys caught it, great. If not, it's okay. But this is what I took right here. So I mentioned if this was going to close as a green candle, we had the wick rejection right here off the structure. This provided the momentum going upwards. There was actually, I missed it. There was another one right here. There was like 3 back to back. I missed the next one. So damn, I wasn't paying attention. So there was like there was one right here, wick rejection off the structure, momentum signal for a buy, pushed up. There was another one right here, a second one. So there was 2 back to back right here. I didn't catch the second one. I caught the first one, I caught this one, but I didn't catch that last one right there. There was actually another one back to back. You guys will see that this strategy has a lot of back-to-back entries because you're just looking for the rejection off the structure right here. So Seth, I do see your question right there. I'll answer it at the end. Not going to answer it right now. Nice, Steven made 400 off that. Solid, Steven. Madhu said you wouldn't take it as a pivot scalp. I mean, it would be the same entry, Madhu. So either way, if you took this as a pivot scalp or you took it as a S zone SR, it's the same thing, right? So you could have taken it for either one, whether it be SR rejection or if you're just looking for pivot scalp, because it's like literally the same exact entry. So there goes the entry that I took right there. I'll take a screenshot right now. Looks like a lot of you guys here actually took that trade and you guys locked in a lot of profit. So great work, guys. So we have 2 wins today that I actually took myself. There's actually 3 wins that came up. So unfortunately I missed the 3rd one, but the first 2 solid entries. So let me just take a screenshot of this right here. All right, so my profits are looking pretty solid for this morning, kick off the trading week. Still looking for more though. So there's no other zones around here. I'm now just going to be waiting for retracement, but I'm still looking for some possible buys here. See if anything else came over here. But yeah, I only took 2 trades on my accounts. There was some slippage, but in my favor for my FTMOs, which is good. Let me check my MFF accounts. All my MFF accounts are completely different. I'll show you guys right now. There's a lot of slippage in the market right now. You'll see at my MFF accounts, they're all like a bit different. All right, so this is fine. We want this to happen right here where price comes down. This is a retracement that we're looking for. It's completely fine. Once this retracement's done, we'll look for another scalp back to the upside. If it does close with a sell signal, though, we're gonna have to wait. So, because we'll need that buy signal to trade in the direction of momentum. All right, my MT4 is now frozen. Let me see. I was trying to take a screenshot of my profits, but now my MT4 is not even coming up. All right, there we go. All right, guys. So take a screenshot of all of my profits right here. There might be another scalp right here. This isn't rejecting off the structure though, the SR. So there's not going to be an entry if this closes a green candle. It needs to actually reject like off it. This is just bouncing off it, but it needs like the wick needs to be within the structure there. Let's cut this up here real quick. All right, let me post my other profits as well. There's no entry off the scalp, guys. There's a sell signal. We need to buy a signal in order for us to take that. So there's no entry off that right now. Here are my profits so far this morning. I just took 2 trades. Unfortunately, I missed the 3rd one. Should be up another 1,000, but it's all good. It's all good. So here's my main account. You can see the green strips right here. I let them hit full TP. So I locked in a total of 1,910 off this account. Here's my FTMO copier. I locked in 2,160. Here's my MFF, my first account locked in 2,210. Here is my second MFF right here. I locked in 2,100. And then my third MFF, I locked in 1,810. So some slippage across all my accounts. You can see every account has different profits. Main account has 1,900. Copier has 2,160. My other MFF has 2,210. second MFF 2,100, and then my last one 1,810. So you see the biggest slippage right here on the third account. It looks like, I don't know if the market's just moving too fast or there's slippage or what's going on, but overall, still great profit for the day so far to kick off the trading week. So great profits so far on the live session. So we officially kick off trading week. All right, guys. Hopefully, a lot of you guys here have just as many profits, if not more. I'll be going over right now. A lot of people here just posted profits, so we'll go over that shortly. But yeah, it looks like a lot of you guys here are kicking off the trading week, right? So pretty good. And a lot of you guys have been backtesting the strategy over the weekend. The results are like insane. Like literally, I think Maddie showed me and Alexander showed me. Like it has like crazy amount of wins and like 1 or 2 losses for the entire week. So it's like it's the strategy here is it's just mind blowing. So that's why I'm more focused on taking these versus the other ones. But Alexander also took the other strategies like the variations and whatnot, and he's doing like pretty good on those too. So I don't think there's a reason not to take any of these other trades, but mostly because of the market, it's just a bit risky. But I mean, overall, it's still on fire for sure. So go ahead and push this over right here. We do have a pivot scalp entry that's coming up right there, but I'm not going to take that trade. As I mentioned, I'm only looking for like 2 specific strategies right now. I'm looking for the high-low scalps and then the K2SR rejections. I know this would be a pivot scalp. The reason why I'm not really inclined to take the entry if it does close as a pivot scalp is because prices it's now in a range, right? So if you mark up this high right here, I don't want to take these trades when they're in a range. If we have the rejections, then it's going to work a lot better because we have some cushion on the bottom side. But if you just mark this up like this normally, you can see that price is literally just going sideways. There's like nothing going on right here. It's literally just going sideways. So with that said, that's why I wouldn't take the pivot scalp if it does close. If it breaks above it right here with the buy signal, then that would be a high-low scalp. That's one that I would take because it's breaking outside of the range. Right now, it's currently just ranging, so it's not really much of a good entry. I'll follow it right here. If it closes above, this could be a high-low scalp and one that I'll possibly take. If not, I'll just wait for a high-low scalp to come. So right there. And here's the reason why I think this is risky for the range move, because you can see here that it's already at the top of the range. So with it being at the top of the range like that, there's not much cushion for it to push up higher, right? I mean, it could push up right here. It did hit TP. So you could have taken it. It still would have hit your TP, but it's not a risk that I'm looking to take because it's just not, there's not enough space between here and the high. Now that it's broken past the high, you can see it's coming back down with rejection off that point. So in order for me to take this high-low scalp, I need to have a strong green candle. It can be some weak green candle like a little doji. It's just not going to be worth taking. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of factors that go into my analysis here. I'm not just taking some random trades. I'm looking for stuff that's quality. So a lot of you guys are always wondering, like, why don't I take certain trades? Because they're not quality trades in my eyes. You know, I don't like losing trades. So I'm not here to give you guys any trades that are losing. Like again, right there is a high-low scalp, but it just wasn't a strong green candle. It does hit TP right there though. So there's other factors to just applying strategies standalone. You can apply them standalone. You can see they both would have hit. If you took the pivot scalp right here, full TP. If you took the high-low scalp right there, another full TP. But I'm looking for quality trades. This just doesn't look like a quality trade to me. Looking at this candle here, it's the same size wick on both sides. So for me, this would have been a 50% chance that it could have went one way or the other. So that's why I wouldn't have taken it. You know, with a lot of trading, there's a lot of trader intuition. Like for me, I've been trading for so long, I've seen these patterns before. This is an actual entry, but it's a risky entry in my eyes because of that specific reason that I showed you. If you zoom in on that one green candle right there, and you look at this wick, and you look at this wick down here, they're about the same size. So with that said, this could go either way. Even though it does go our way and would have hit our TP initially, you can see that now it's coming back down. So this could have ended bad if it didn't push up very quickly like that, or if you didn't set your TP. And it could have just came back down. So there's no entry right here right now, but that was a high-low scalp. There's two entries right there that just passed: high-low scalp and pivot scalp entry. If you guys took it, great. I didn't take it. I don't want to give you guys risky trades to take. I'm only giving you guys trades that I know for sure are going to hit, because I don't like losing trades, and I'm sure you guys don't like losing trades either. So looks good. But the main thing that you guys need to focus on is not losing trades, right? A lot of people here get greedy, and you're more focused on making a lot of profits. Your real goal should be not to lose, because if you guys don't lose and you just keep winning, you know, your profits are just going to stack up. And that's how I approach the market. So looks good so far. Let me scroll up real quick and see what everyone else has done so far as well. Kenny locked in a total of 269. So great work right there, Kenny. Let me scroll down further. And I'll just keep following this as price continues to move along. But let's see what other profits here were made so far. So we got Scotty over here. Scotty locked in a total profit of 1,880. Nice work, Scotty. We got Mace over here. Mace said, the strategy is really beginning to work for me, but I need to be patient for the right move. Yeah, definitely, Mace. I mean, it's all a learning experience, right? Once you really get it down, you're going to really get it down. So right here, Mace over here locked in a total of 8,795. Nice work, Mace. You killed it. So just imagine doing this daily, right? If you could do this every single day, just lock in a couple trades and then stack up your profits, it's going to add up. Like if you do 8,000 a day, man, that's crazy. Think about it. You do the basic math, right? 8,000 a day times 5 days a week. That's 40K in a week. That's crazy. So, you know, just use this as motivation for your ability to really lock in some massive profits every single day. Eric over here as well. Eric said small profits over no profits. Definitely, Eric. I agree with you. He had a couple trades over here, a couple losses, but not big losses. Total profit of 658 for the day. So nice work, Eric. I know you messaged me a couple days ago, or like last week or 2 weeks ago. You said you don't know what you're doing. It looks like you're getting there. You're getting to find that consistency. So nice work, Eric. Nelly over here as well. He's up 8,350. He took like pretty much all the trades that came up. It looks like you've been applying all the strategies at Nelly. So here's like an example. If you're applying every strategy that comes up, right? I showed you guys that there was a pivot scalp, a high-low scalp, a couple wick rejections off here for the SR entry. This is what Anelli here has been taking. He's pretty much been taking all the trades that came up. His trades here started right here at 6:34. You can see the timestamp. I only took 2 trades, but Nelly took 1, 2, 3, 4 trades, all full TP, total profit of 8,350 for the day. So nice work right there, Nelly. You're killing it. Frazier over here as well. Frazier took both of the trades I took, total profit of 147 for the day. Nice work, Frazier. So guys, great consistency today. It's Monday. You know, a lot of people are not doing probably anywhere near as good as you guys, because this is a risky day to trade. Unless you guys are trading the proper direction, you guys know how to analyze the market. I can see a lot of people having some issues following along. Steven over here too. So Steven locked in a total profit of 1,480. Took a couple of the other trades here, including the breakout partial move. So nice work right there, Steven. Steven's killing it. Nice work, Steven. Jonathan over here. Jonathan said first time trying out the strategy. He locked in a total profit of 1,145. He let both trades run to full TP. Great work right there, trusting it, Jonathan. And he let them both hit their full potential. So nice work right there, Jonathan. And you can see these are all different people. It's not just like me profiting. There's like a ton of people here. Another one right here. Eve said, hey, everyone, just want to give my small testimony. I've been blowing accounts for 8 months straight. Lost so much money. I was ready to give up. I decided one day to search for a community that trades US30. Came across K2 trading. With the K2 strategy, Eve has passed her funding challenges within the first try. Went live for the first time today, and these were her results. So this is her live account. She said, I can't believe I've gotten to this point. Thank you, Sean, for sharing your knowledge and your strategies. You're seriously changing lives. No, definitely. Even I'm glad to see that. So this is Eve's first day trading her her live account. She locked in a total profit of 8,988. Wow. So that's a huge accomplishment, Eve. I mean, she's been blowing accounts for like 8 months straight. She joined K2. She passed her challenge immediately. And this is her first funded account. So that goes to show, guys, like, you know, don't give up. If you guys are trading, you guys really want to trade, you can blow accounts for like 8 months straight, a whole year straight, 2 years straight. But once you find the proper group and the proper strategy to apply, your whole thing can change right then and there. So I'm sure this would cover your eight challenges or your 8 months, Eve, because each challenge is probably like about $1,000. You were locked into almost 9,000 right here. So you probably would have covered all of your losses, and then now you're making your way into profit. So great work, Eve, and keep it up. This is just the beginning. Once you stack up accounts like I do, you'll have this times 5. If you could do max out your FT mode and go to MFF. So amazing work, Eve. And we'll pin that there too if you guys want to see, because this is like a success story here that you guys want to use as motivation if you guys aren't doing so well, or if you guys haven't been doing so well. So Patricia over here as well, she locked in a total profit of 2,375. Nice work today, Patricia. Going down further, Shannon over here, she said she blinked, but it turned around. So she wasn't paying attention for a second, but today she locked in a total profit of 7,601. She was trading NASDAQ. So nice work right there, Shannon. All right, solid. Going down a little further. So go back to the charts, guys. There's nothing for us to take right now. So it's not that I'm ignoring the charts. It's just that there's nothing for us to take at the moment. And we still got a lot of profits here to look at from everyone here in our group. David over here, he said 1 week left to pass my challenge, slowly but surely. He's up 23 for the day. Nice work, David. Yeah, that's the key, man. Just, stay consistent. Doesn't matter how long it takes. If you have to take your full 30 days, then take your full 30 days. Maddie over here as well. He took the 2 trades I took, full TP, locked in a total profit of 1,440. Nice work, Maddie. We got Valentine over here. He took the same trades as well, locked in all wins right here for the live session so far. Total profit of 3,834. So the reason I'm saying that is because his trades here, he took pre-market, but everything after 6:30 right here, all full TP. So nice work, Valentine. Total profit of 3,834. Charles over here as well took the trades that we took earlier, locked in a total profit of 558. Damn, there's a lot of profits to look at. And I'm looking up right now and you guys are still posting more profits. So yeah, Kenny, I'm live right now. Let me scroll up real quick. Nice. So Shannon is still messing with NASDAQ right now. She's now up 12,398. Nice work, Shannon. Yeah, I mean, continue applying what works for you, right? If you're killing it with NASDAQ, I mean, just keep trading NASDAQ. But if you want to play with US30, we'll be here. As you can see, price is now ranging. This is what we don't want. We don't want price to be ranging, but it's okay. Now that it's ranging, it's going to be preparing for a breakout. But there's nothing for us to take right now at the moment. So let's just wrap up the rest of the profits. John over here locked in a total profit of 1,855. Nice work, John. So another member over here with some pretty solid profits for the day so far. Frazier is asking. Yeah, no, definitely. We'll go over it in detail this week, Frazier. Just a reminder, guys, mentoring session is going to be on Wednesday. I'm still here in Hawaii right now, so I'm going to be leaving tomorrow night. I'll probably be back by Wednesday morning or afternoon. So we'll hold it on Wednesday because I want to make sure that everyone can apply, everyone can attend, and we can do it at proper time because the time difference here is a little off. So it's going to be, I'm 3 hours behind over here compared to what I'm normally at. And I don't think it's going to work with the time difference. So when I get back from Hawaii from vacation, we will have the mentoring session on Wednesday and I will go over the strategy in detail. So yeah, no, definitely, Frazier, we will. Seth over here, Seth said that's it for me. So Seth is now done with he's made a pretty solid profit so far. He's now up 19,872. 19,872, yeah. So great work right there, Seth. Took a couple trades, let him run. Solid move right there. See, Patrick said, didn't realize I had accidentally opened a trade since Friday. Thank God I didn't lose much. So Patrick over here had his EJ running. In that trade, he accidentally had it left open. He made a small loss, but it's not a big deal. But for today, he made a total profit of 5,240. So great work right there, Patrick. And yeah, good thing that you didn't you didn't have that big spike for EJ over the weekend. So nice work right there, Patrick. Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. Kenny said he was asking about the mentoring session. So yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, we're gonna have that on Wednesday, Kenny. But if you have any questions, Kenny, just put your questions in the chat, and then I will save them and I'll put them in the list so that we can cover whatever questions you have first, so that you can watch the replay. But it'll be like you're actually there because I'll be answering your questions right away, so you don't have to like watch the whole thing or kind of search for your question throughout the session. So, all right, guys, price is still ranging right here. There's not much going on. You can see the highs right here, the lows right there. Price is just going sideways at this moment. You don't want to be taking trades and prices going sideways like this because you can get caught on either side. You want price to actually be moving directional, but this is okay because when price starts to range like this, so you get a sideways range like this, eventually price is going to break out to the upside or price is going to break out to the downside. So just keep that in mind. One of the other is going to happen. So just keep in mind it'll happen eventually. And once that happens, you can look for the retest. We'll probably have a zone right there, and we can continue scalping even higher. So that's kind of what we're looking for here: break to the outside, retest, and then continuation. But overall, we're still looking for some buys. So even if price breaks below, I'm probably not going to take it. But there's not much going on right now. It looks like market volatility's died down completely. Not much has been happening. This range right here is super tight. It's only about 370 pips, which is nothing. So yeah, that's all that's really happening right there. Looking over here at the fundamentals, they're currently up 300 points. Looking over here at sentiment is currently 65% short. This is perfect because now that retail traders are looking to, so this is what I see happening. There's a lot of retail traders here that are looking for the top, right? They're waiting for it to come back down. So what's going to happen here is I think the market will lure in some more sellers, right? So they'll let price come down a little bit. They're going to let those sellers kind of feel good, right? They want them to feel good and think that price is going to come down. So it'll probably come down a little bit. And then eventually it's just going to spike right back up to stop them all out. I would not chase the sellers here. You can see prices not coming down. They're just luring the sellers because there's so many people here indicate that, like, now it's 66%. They're basically waiting. They're luring people in to stack those sells up. So once they have enough sellers in the market, what are they going to do? They're going to manipulate price up to spike everybody out. And you guys have seen that. If you guys have been trading with me for a while, I've been trading live for like 3-4 years now. You guys have seen that same pattern come out every single time. So don't be a sheep, right? Don't chase the manipulation right here. Be a wolf. wait for the sheep here to get lured in and then just eat them all. Because as soon as they come down, there's going to be like liquidity that's going to build up right here. And then once those stop losses get triggered, price is going to just skyrocket to the upside. So don't be a sheep and follow everybody else, because I see this just being temporary. So let me just take this off right here. This is a temporary push to the downside. It's going to swing right back up after. It might not happen right here. It might not happen right now, but eventually this is going to be your target point, because price is going to have to break above here to continue the direction to the upside. But this is all temporary. I don't see this pushing down for very long. It might push down for a couple minutes, couple hours, maybe for the rest of the day. But tomorrow and the rest of the week, it's going to push right back up. Sentiment here is just too high. Let me check the news real quick. That's one thing I didn't even check today. So we don't have any news today. It's okay. I checked last week on Friday. There was nothing coming up. So I wasn't expecting anything to come up last minute. So no news for today. The only thing for me to mark up is going to be opening price. And I think that's about it. So 6:30. Right there. That's going to be opening price. And that is pretty much it for the most part. But yeah, if you guys have more profits to post up, feel free to post them up in the chat. Otherwise, I don't think we haven't taken anything in a while, so it doesn't look like anyone's taken anything else. There is a V variation rejection right here, but this is not going to be a V3. So I know some of you guys are looking for V3s here. There's no V3 because there's no pending signal for a buy. So no variation off that. Let me scroll through the chat, see if I'm missing anything here. All right, so scrolling up real quick. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Looks like Alexander took the trade on his wrong account. It's all good, Alexander. You're going to catch another one. Scroll down a little further. Thanks, Patricia. Yeah, Patricia said, be careful. MT4 and TV seem to be off. Trading view. Yeah, I noticed that a little earlier too. Kip said it is in a range and at the weekly, monthly high. Yeah, so another key thing to look out there. Thanks, Kip, for the heads up. Maddie said retail is currently 64% short. Fundamentals up over 250. Heat map is almost all green. I'll take a look at that. We haven't looked at that yet. So pulling up the heat map right here. As Maddie said, everything is all green. So with that said, yeah, still pretty green right here. Yeah, so there's like no reasons to take sells right now, guys. Like the only people who are taking sells right now, they're just gambling because they're basically betting that price is going to come down. But who knows if price is going to come down, right? I'm not going to take that gamble. I think price is going to push right back up. So dang, look, there's a gap right here. So you guys see the connectivity issue right there? So there's a gap. Well, it's not really a gap. It's just there was a data feed issue right here on TradingView where it just connection was lost and then it pushed right up here. So not necessarily any gap, it's just a connectivity issue right there on TradingView's side. Let me scroll down a little further. I don't know if you guys saw the chat. I just saw your message, Maddie. So Steven is singing the Gwen Stefani song. He said, if he was a rich girl. If you guys are in the Zoom, you guys could see what Steven put in there. I just noticed right now. Maddie said my boy got some vocals. Maddie said need manipulation to the downside, new SR zone. Yeah, I'm waiting for that new SR zone to create right here. So with price bouncing around this area, I'm waiting for a new zone to get created around this area. It's going to get created eventually. He's going to follow the SRs. It'll come up at some point. So that's what I'm looking for right here. We haven't had that yet, so we're just going to wait for it. Seth said, have a wonderful day, everyone. I better get off before FOMO builds up. Yeah, no, and I agree too, Seth. So Seth's done for the day. Nice work. Kip said I'm either done or I'll catch one more move up. Yeah, solid, Kip. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm just waiting for something to come up here. It's 7:11 right now, so we still have about 49 minutes until 8. So I'll be on here. If we don't get anything coming up soon, I'll go back and answer questions and I'll go over the SR strategy from earlier if necessary. And just to FYI, guys, so that there's no confusion, this SR strategy is not the same as the 4-hour strategy, right? The SR strategy on the 4-hour is the SR zone strategy. So that's like trading from zone to zone. This is a rejection strategy. It's completely different. So I just want to make sure that you guys understand that so that you guys don't confuse it. I haven't used a zone strategy on here. Maddie's used it and it looks like it works really well. I mean, I can just show you right here an entry. So like price came below here, broke above this point, and then it pushed up to the next zone right there. Right. So the strategy, I mean, it seems like it works well. I just haven't used it myself. So just try not to mix up this strategy with SR's own strategy. This one's not up yet. I haven't taught this to anybody. I've given you guys the bare basics of the strategy, but it hasn't been taught. Like there's nothing in the course explaining this scalp strategy because we just started applying it like a couple days ago. I mean, it works in conjunction with the other strategies, but it hasn't been explained yet. So I just want to make sure you guys aren't confused or getting a mix up there. Peter said that gap was Nancy Pelosi putting in her orders, right? I know that's funny. Man, Nancy Pelosi isn't making a killing. I don't know if you guys have been following, like a lot of the basically the trading meme pages, they all been like talking about it. And I'm not surprised. I mean, it's crazy. There's like certain funds out there, like there's like hedge funds, and they just copy what Nancy Pelosi is doing. Like whenever she takes a trade, they just add on trades. They basically just mirror her account, and they treat that as a fund, which is pretty smart in my opinion. I actually watched one of these documentaries about that. There's a lot of these funds out there. They just copy what all these politicians are doing. And then now that the politicians have to make it public when they enter and exit trades, I mean, there's going to be so many. I mean, it's probably not going to work for them anymore, but it's pretty it's a good foundation to just follow. Yeah, John said congressional members make most of their money in the stock market, and I could agree too, because you know they're out there making policies and they know exactly when price is going up and price is going down. It's all insider trading, but it's insider trading that only certain people. And I wonder that as well, John, because there's a lot of these there's a lot of politicians who are like super rich, but politicians don't make that much money just being a politician, right? They make the money elsewhere through investments and the stock market, like John said. Yeah, CSUK said correct. When you make policies and the company donates to your campaign, certain bills pass. Yeah, exactly. It's all lobbying. It's lobbying money and making money in the markets themselves. Because a politician will maybe make like 100K. Even the president doesn't make that much salary wise. They make money in other ways. Yeah, no, exactly, John. So they know which legislations you're going to pass. Man, that kind of gets me intrigued because it's like maybe I should follow these legislations, right, to see what they're pushing. But a lot of times they don't pass. Like you don't know what's going to actually pass and what's going to die in voting. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you guys can follow. Let's see. Kenny said, "Hey Sean, is your batter bar is low? Oh, battery. Thank you, Kenny. Forgot about that. I noticed that. Yeah, thanks, Kenny. I just plugged in my charger. I didn't have it plugged in. His question is, Mike, when do you think the market will start to move smoother? At the end of summer, Kenny. We're still in the summer season right now, so the market's still kind of choppy. It's going to pick up towards the end. So like probably September, late September into October, market will pick back up until like the smooth movements. I mean, it's been moving kind of smooth like the past couple of days, like today and yesterday and the day before that. It's been kind of smooth, not as like smooth as it normally is, but smoother than it's been the past couple months. But yeah, September it'll pick back up. All right, guys, I'm still looking for entries here, but there's nothing for us to take. So it's not that I'm like ignoring the charts. There just isn't anything for us to take right now. So I'm looking for another zone to produce right here. It's going to come up eventually. These SR zones produce automatically. So at some point, there's going to be another zone that creates around this point. It just needs to be produced first before it can come up. So John said 3-minute sell pending again. So let me go to 3-minute. Yeah, if you guys are familiar with John's like counter trend strategy over here, if it closes with the sell signal, it's technically be an entry for the 3-minute. I'm not going to take it though. I'm not looking to take anything against the trend because this is going to go against my own analysis for the scalps here. But if you guys do want to take it, there's a pending 3-minute daily here counter trend entry. Doesn't look like it's going to close, but if it does, just a heads up. So thanks, John, for that heads up right there. Peter said that's what they mean when they say smart money. It's not literally smart. Yeah, no, and I agree with you too, Peter, 100%. You know, that's why I don't really I don't like fall into those types of concepts. And Peter's quoting Sisu. So if you're here in the Zoom, Sisu is he made a statement. Sisu said that's what they mean when they say smart money. It's not literally smart. It's just that they know what's going on because they are the ones passing the bill. Yeah, and I agree too. Sisu, 100%. Yeah. So if you guys are in the Zoom, there's conversations going on in the chat. On the YouTube, unfortunately, you guys can't see it. And you guys aren't real time, so you guys are probably listening to this 10 seconds later. But yeah, no, if you guys are in the Zoom, Sisu and a couple others are having discussion. All right, so there still isn't anything for us to take right now. I'm still patiently waiting for this entry. If I don't get an entry though, it's fine. So looking over here at my profits for the day. So we got a couple more profits here posted. So Al over here posted his profits, locking a total profit of 1,340. So nice work right there, Al. Nice recovery off that loss initially over here. Looks like you took a sell, but then you made it back off this next sell, and then you made some more here off the buys. So solid profits right there, Al. Total profit of 1,340. Here's my accounts over here. So this is why I'm not inclined to take any risks, right? I'm really risk averse, and I'm trying to stack up profits rather than taking risky trades and possibly lose. So my first account right here, 1,910, plus my second account, 2,160, my third account, 2,210, my other MFF, 2,100, and my third MFF account, 1,810. 1,810. So all I did was take 2 trades today. Across all my accounts, I'm up 10,190. So this is why I'm conservative about my trades, right? I don't want to lose any trades. Like there's no reason for me to take any risky trades. I'm doing so well with just 2 trades a day or 1 trade a day. So they're just this is why I'm conservative. Once you guys are like able to stack your accounts up and you have multiple accounts, you'll understand why it's better to take less risky trades and just focus on like trades that actually hit. Because yes, I can make more profits, but I'm also putting myself at risk to lose a lot more profits, right? So if I just keep winning every single day, 1 or 2 trades, it adds up easily. He's talking about my story. So yeah, Maddie said work hard, work smarter, not harder. If you guys saw my Instagram yesterday, there's like, you guys have seen like where people draw the cartoon pictures of people. There's a couple artists over here on the street, and they draw like the ugliest picture of people. I don't think I could even pull it up on here, but it's pretty funny. What he drew. You guys are probably seeing him on TikTok. He's on TikTok. He's like a well-known artist that draws like really ugly pictures of people. Like he looks for like the like things to like point out on people on their looks, and then he draws them up. But yeah, no, it's funny, Maddie. Mauricio said, "Hey Sean, love this new format. Focus on the money." Yeah, no, exactly, guys. So if you guys were watching the lives for like the past couple weeks, I was more focused on taking like intraday trades because a couple of the new members were asking for that, and I kind of went away from scalping. Now that we're back to scalping, I see everyone here locking in some massive profits. So we're going to stick to this format of just scalping, guys. I try to cater to everyone, but intraday it just isn't there. It's summer, guys, so the market's kind of slow. So it's harder for you to take these, catch these bigger moves. Scalping like works all season long. That's why I like trading it. You can trade scalping during the winter season, spring season, fall season, summer season. It doesn't matter what season you're trading in. Your ability to scalp is always going to be there. So we'll just keep scalping. I mean, this is what I do best anyways. Like I'm best at scalping. And there just isn't there's no necessity for us to change the way we trade. I mean, we've been doing this for years and we've been killing it every single year. So I'm going to keep sticking to what we're best at. So we do have a pending buy signal right here, guys. I'm not going to take it. Reason for that is because price is in a range. All right, let me go ahead and pull up the red flags over here again so that you guys can see. So this is when you want to avoid trades, when price is near sessions, price is near opening,
price is near news price, candle prior to entry is too large. And then one of the main things here, when price is ranging, you just don't want to take trades when price is ranging at all. Price is in a clear range right here. It's pretty obvious. So definitely not looking to take anything right here. Also, Maddie said, look at the wicks too nasty. Yeah, no, definitely, Maddie. Deswell said, I love to scout because I'm impatient, but I love the breakout as well. Yeah, no, and I agree with you, Deswell. Most traders, it doesn't matter how long you've been trading or how new you are, you're going to be impatient, right? So like, this is why the scalps are better. You're kind of just fishing for these perfect entries, and then you just wait for them. Once they come up, you take your entry there. Also, if you guys are scalping, it's less likely you're going to get caught in manipulation because you're in the trade for like a few seconds, if not a few minutes. But once that's done, you're done, right? So just keep that in mind. Yeah, no, exactly. Mauricio said, love this hunt mentality, Sean. That's the key thing, guys. You got to focus on your next move. That's really what it is. Okay, perfect. So we got the zone here that was just produced. So this is exactly what we're looking for. We got the zone here now. So I'm ready to look for a wick rejection. I need to have a bullish momentum though. So I need a green momentum signal to come up in order for me to use this zone right here, obviously. There is a wick rejection off it. It is a green candle, but there's no buy signal here. So nothing for us to take off this right here. This is going to be a pivot scalp right here, not one that I'm planning on taking. I need to be a bit patient and just wait for this to actually come up as a confirmation that price can be bouncing off it. But we do have some high-low zones right here sitting. So there's a lot of structure up here. But what we're looking for is we're looking for that buy signal to close. Wick rejection off any of these points, because this is the thing. If we get a wick rejection off the K2SR zone right here and a buy signal, we're going to have all this liquidity right here. So it's almost a guaranteed push to the upside once we get that. All right, we have this candle right here rejecting off. Well, I mean, it's just bouncing off the zone right here, but it's not actually rejecting. Like, it has to reject off from within it. So we need this to pull in here before we can actually take this trade for scalp. And you can see right there, it's exactly why you would have wanted to wait, because it's not done. It's not done pushing around yet. So you gotta be real patient. That's the key thing. It's all about patience, guys. But eventually I do think price is going to push up. Looking at sentiment, it's still pretty heavy, right? Sentiment is currently 66% short. So I do think price is going to push up. They're just luring in some more sellers per usual. It's doing the same thing it's been doing this whole time. All right, so if you get a wick rejection off here with the buy signal, this is going to be an entry for the SR rejection. It's also going to be a pivot scalp. So that's what I'm looking for right here. I need this to close with a buy signal. Got about 20 seconds left. If it closes with the buy signal, this is going to be an entry for SR rejection. It's got to be a clean entry though, guys. Like, we can't be like entering early. We can't be entering late. You just got to make sure that it actually closes solid, and then you can take it there. Doesn't look like it's going to close. All right, so it hasn't closed right there. That would have been a good entry though if it closed with a wick rejection in the buy signal. You can see it almost closed at the last second, but it didn't actually close. So nothing there yet. And there it goes. Price starts to drop lower. So this is fine. Price can keep dropping. This is why you guys want to be patient, actually wait for it. If you guys enter too early, you would have been screwed. So you got to work on that patience there. If you guys are like entering trades like 5 seconds early, you got to wait for the actual candle to close. So there's nothing off that right there yet. It's fine if price closes below it, it's okay. There's still going to be another zone right here. The main thing that we're looking for is going to be that buy signal. Yeah, exactly. Maddie said giving retail some hope. So this spike right here, I'm sure a lot of people, so this is what happens when people have like, they probably had a sell stop right here, right? Typically people will have like a sell stop right here. They'll just wait for their sell stop to get triggered. As soon as they get triggered, there's more sellers in the market now. So as soon as there's more sellers, what happens? Price spikes all the way up and stops them all out. This is why I don't really like using sell stop orders, because you get caught in these traps all the time. Let's see if this increased a bit. Still there, 66%. So if you're scalping, the sell stop orders work okay, but if you're looking for a bigger move, the sell stop orders or buy stop orders can really trap you in the position, because you'll like look away for a second and then your order would have gotten filled, and then you're like, crap, I'm in a position I didn't really want to be in this position, right? It happens to a lot of people. Like a lot of people will have sell stop or buy stop orders, and then they look away for a minute because they're like, okay, this is never going to hit. And then you see this big spike right here, and then the orders get triggered. And then now you're like, crap, I'm in this position, and you really don't want to be in that position. Yeah, exactly. Peter said like stealing candy from a baby. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if this swings right back up. Whoever got caught right here in the sell, they're going to get screwed because probably going to come up and stop them out. How big was this candle right here? This candle was about 430 pips. So, I mean, depending on how wide someone's stop loss is, this is where the stops are sitting. This level, and this level. So if price pushes past here and hits the liquidity, you can expect a lot of people to get stopped out, because that's where people have their stop losses placed. But again, there's no entry for us to take right now. It's 7:30. We have about 30 minutes till 8. So if the if the market doesn't pick up in the next 10 or 20 minutes or so, I'll try to answer some questions. But right now, still no questions yet, guys. Just give it some more time, and just be patient. It's gonna come up eventually. Yeah, exactly. John said when it drops fast, your stop order will give you the worst price. Yeah, and I agree too, John. So I could already see people, if they had a sell stop order right here, they probably entered like down here, because there would have been some slippage with regard to execution of their order. Yeah, exactly. Mace, exactly what you just said, Mace. So Mace said it's only Monday. You got a whole week. Yeah. So there's no reason to take any unnecessary trades today, guys. Like it's just all about being patient and waiting for those perfect entries. If nothing comes up in the next couple minutes or so, then we'll wrap up today. I already made like a pretty solid amount of profits. Like my account's sitting pretty nice today. All my accounts, 10,190 across my two FTMOs and 3 MFFs. So I mean, I'm cool for today if I want to just chill out till tomorrow. But if we see something, I wouldn't mind adding on another 5K, right? Because if one scalp here is worth like 1,000. So if I take another one here, it's gonna add another 5 to it. So I don't mind adding on to it, but I also don't mind sitting out as well, because I'd rather not have a setback if that becomes the case. So let's see some more profits right here. So D said day 2 on her 10K FTMO trial account, only 174 needed to pass. So D over here is just practicing on the trial account. You can see after day 2, basically almost done. So yeah, D said gonna pass this trial before purchasing the real thing. Signing off for the day. Have a good day, everyone. Definitely D. So we'll see you tomorrow morning. D's currently up $114 on a 10K account. So she's almost done with passing that. Solid work, D. Shannon over here caught some US30 trades, much smoother. Shannon said, thank you for this change. It's been good, much more focused. Yeah, no, definitely, Shannon, 100%. So she's up 8,745 for the day. So solid work right there, Shannon. Yeah, I mean, a lot of you guys like this, that we just focus on trading, because this keeps you guys focused as well, right? When we're trading intraday, I'm not really trading very much. I'm taking like one trade, but then we're kind of just not doing anything for like the rest of the session. This is more interactive, right? We're like focused on the charts, looking for entries pretty much for the entire session, no questions, mostly just trading. So yeah, we'll stick to this format. I mean, this is the way I trade the best anyways. I mean, I'm back to making consistent solid profits, right? Before I would make big profits, like I could maybe have like a 20K or 30K day on some instances, but like there'd be some days where I wouldn't take anything, right? For this, I mean, this is more exciting, call it an addiction, whatever you want to call it. I'd rather make like 10K a day than have like 30K like once a week, because this is just more it's more exciting for a lot of you guys, and it's exciting when you guys are actually winning. So if you guys are doing this properly, I know a lot of people don't like to scalp, but the reason why a lot of people don't like to scalp is because they don't know how to do it properly. I see a lot of people hating on scalping, but scalping, in my opinion, is the easiest way to trade, because you don't get caught in manipulation. Like, where the trade's going, you hop in for a few seconds, few minutes, and you're done. If you're trading intraday, you could be holding on to that trade for like a good 8 hours. You'll be in profit. Once it hits that 9th hour, price gets manipulated and you get stopped out. Those are like the worst types of feelings that I get when I trade. I used to intraday trade and swing trade. I'd be in profit for like 3 days, and then on that 4th day, price gets manipulated because of news or whatnot, and I lose the entire trade, and it pisses me off. So I'd rather just scalp. It makes more sense for me as a trader. It doesn't have to make sense for you guys though, right? So don't force anything on yourself. If you're not a scalper, don't scalp. But I do believe that if you know what you're doing and you actually have confidence in your scalping ability, it's going to be a lot less stress, like way, way better. It's just really knowing what you're doing. Yeah, Peter said, I love scalping. I don't understand how people hold trades for days and weeks. Yeah, no, same here, Peter. So that's the thing, like, like the profits I showed you guys today, this is for the day so far. The thing with people who swing trade and intraday trade, they'll be holding on to the trade for like days and whatnot, and they'll show the profits, but they don't tell you that, okay, I've been holding this trade for like 3 or 5 days, right? This is like what we do here daily. So it's a difference. Yeah, Mace said, love scalping in and out, no stress. I agree 100%, Mace. Patricia said, yeah, this is so much better. Natasha said, Sean, are you using a trailing stop on these scalps? No, I'm not, Natasha. These trades are too fast. So there's no need for a trailing stop. You're only going for 100 pips. So you're able to pull out like right on time. I mean, you can use a trailing stop if you like, but I would feel like if you use a trailing stop, you might break even more than you hit in profit. So I would just use the TP instead of a trailing stop. Yeah, no problem, Natasha. Maddie said 734 SR rejection entry, not taking it because it's going against bias. Didn't take it full TP. Yeah. So guys, with this SR strategy, I haven't been training it this way, but you can technically trade it both ways. Like Maddie right here just mentioned that there was a sell here. The reason for this sell here is because we had a sell momentum. So if you're to do that type of strategy, you wouldn't care about the trend because you'd be trading both ways. So we had a sell momentum right here. You can see our price broke below. There is a wick rejection right here with a red candle. So you could have taken the sell right there. I've tested this and it does work. Like it works well, but it's risky. So I don't like taking it. I like trading with a bias. But if you were to take it the opposite way, there would have been an entry right there. That's what Maddie's referring to. If you guys are curious. So I mean, if you guys want to test it and play around with it, you can take this SR rejection strategy both ways. You just don't look at the trend because you don't have a direction if you're trading both ways, right? You can literally just trade rejections in both ways. Like for example, right here, I see the wick rejection. I'll just go back right here and I'll show you. But don't get in over your head, guys. If you guys are not familiar with this and you guys are not good at trading this way, don't trade this way. Wait, and just take what I take until you're good enough to trade this way. Because I don't want you guys to be, going on your own and then taking on trades and blowing your accounts. If you stick to what I'm doing, you guys should have no problem not losing trades, because I'm only taking trades that I'm like 100% sure are going to hit, because I hate losing trades and you guys know that. So like right here, we have a bullish bias, but if you had, wick rejection off the structure, sell signal right there, this would be an SR rejection entry, right? You could have taken that right there for a sell. But as I mentioned, this is risky because you're not really trading in the dirt. Like you don't have a bias. You're kind of just trading both ways. If you took that there, full TP, right? You can literally take this in either way. See, there's another one here. Buy signal right there. This is the one that we took. Wick rejection. And you can see that we took it. You could have taken the sell there, would have hit TP. You could have taken the buy here as well. And this one would have hit TP too. So, I mean, you can do that if you want, but I don't recommend it unless you guys are really confident about your ability in applying, this type of trading strategy. Yeah, exactly. Peter said when you're going for 100 pips, you can definitely go both ways. Yeah, and I agree with you. That's kind of what Kevin's doing, right? So like you guys have seen Kevin's profits. He's taking a lot of trades and they all hit because he's using that. He's not really trading with a bias. He's just looking for price action. This is a perfect example of trading price action because you're looking for wick rejections off structure in the direction of momentum. So if you guys want to trade that way, you guys are more than welcome to test it out. I do recommend doing it on demo for a while to actually, find your consistency, but it does work. It's just super risky. It's not something that I want to teach you guys. I want to teach you guys good habits. Trading with a bias, trading consistently, trading in one direction, not necessarily going both ways. But it does work. I just showed you guys right there, clear example that the strategy works both ways. Once you get more advanced at trading, then yeah, go ahead and do that. But right now, not recommended. So let's see what we got over here. I don't really see anything else right now. It's 7:40 right now. So it's getting close to 8 o'clock. Or I mean 7:40 in California. It's what time is it here? I don't even know what time is it here. It's 4:40. Yeah, 4:40 a.m. So once I wrap this up, I'm gonna go catch some waves before I head out of Hawaii. So possible scalp right here, guys. I gotta go rent a longboard. It's still dark outside. So possible scalp right here. Just gotta know that you just gotta focus it on making sure that it closes as a solid candle. It's possible entry right here. So don't take it if it's like some doji or something like that. Just make sure it looks like an okay green candle. Doesn't have to be a super strong green candle, but just make sure it's not like a crappy green candle. It's got about 10 seconds left on it. Let's see if it closes. It's there. Let's see. Looking at my MT4 sharks, it looks like trading these a little off. What's this right here? All right. See how it pushes up right there. Up. I was gonna close out early on that. I gotta move it up a little higher. The thing that I don't like about like certain trades is when they're see how big this candle was. I mean, it wasn't that big of a candle. It just looks big compared to the other candles. It was like 120 pips or something like that. So yeah, I'm in the position, guys. It's in profit right now. I'm just like watching it to see where it goes. It's 7:42 right now. So it's getting close to 8. As we get closer to 8, the market starts to move a little more iffy. That's why I'm like I need like a secondary analysis of it to see if I still want to take trades. Because the thing is, see, the volatility is like kind of dead. Sentiment is still kind of high though. So let's see, sentiment is still 65% short. Looking over here at the fundamentals, fundamentals are currently, I wasn't even looking at the daily fundamentals. Fundamentals are still very bullish. They're up 260 points. Looking over at the heat map, I think it's still pretty green. It's just the volatility super low right now. So it's not really moving too much. So if it still stays kind of dead for a bit, I might just pull out early and profit. And we'll see, it's still bouncing around the same area. It's not really doing much right now. So there it goes, it pushes up. You follow it, see where it's at. Just want to make sure the spread doesn't get wide and then I get caught in the trade. So if it hits TP here, I'm gonna have to pull out early on my own manually. Let's see. Has the rejection off that. Profit more than halfway to TP, full TP. Yes. All right, guys. So there goes that entry right there. Hopefully you guys did pretty solid off that. I was gonna pull out early, but it hit my full TP, so it just spiked up before I could even pull out. So there you go, guys. Another entry right there. The volatility is just too low. Like, you don't want to be holding on to this trade for like too long. So yeah, Charles said it's a sign to get off. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. If you guys have any questions, put them in the chat right now. I'll answer whatever questions you guys have. Nice. Steven said he made it 725 off that trade. Man, Steven over here, look at Steven's like putting in work. This dude usually gets off like after 1 or 2 trades, but I saw you, Steven. You got off and you came back on. I knew you were gonna come back. Steven's like addicted to trading. You guys know Steven. You know, Steven's one of our old time members. He seems a funny guy. So yeah, see, if you want to post your profits, feel free. I don't think you posted your profits yet for today. So if you want to post them up, post them up. But yeah, great work, guys. If you guys were patient with me, we literally waited like 30 minutes for this entry to come up. It finally came up and it played out perfectly. So there goes the entry right there. I'm going to take a screenshot of my profits. Took some time, but eventually did hit. So count is sitting real nice today for Monday. Nice. Yeah, so Steven used the 5 lot. You made a pretty good profit, Steven, off the 5 lot. It's not bad at all. So let me just finish up posting my profits. If you guys have questions, put them in the chat right now. I'm gonna finish taking screenshots of this and I'll post them up and then we'll call it a day. The market's just kind of dead right now. So I mean, it's not really dead, but it's not moving how we would want it to be. Either way. Maddie said, time for you to hit up that Dior and Louis store. I know, right? I did so much shopping this weekend or this week. And I'm going to go back today and get some more stuff. You know, it's crazy here in Hawaii, the sales tax is so much lower. And they also have like a local a local discount. Got tight with like one of the workers. So like they gave me their like worker discount as well. Because I bought so much stuff from them. So they're like, oh, well, I'll also give, because I came back to the same store. I was gonna go buy something at another store, like basically another Saint Laurent store. I came back to that same store and dude was like, oh, you came back. So hooked it up. So yeah, I'm actually gonna go rent me a surfboard right now. I'm gonna go surfing this morning before it gets all busy. And then probably go shopping some more later. Let's see. All right, so I took a screenshot of all my profits right here. Looks good. All wins, no losses. Yeah, count is looking real nice. All All right, so let me see. Oh, for real, man, I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know if you want to return stuff, you got to ship back to Hawaii. That's crazy. So let me just show you guys my profits so far. I think other people have posted their profits as well. So here's my account so far. Here's my main account. You can see the green strips. I let them run to full TP. There's some slippage here. It's supposed to be 1,000 per account, but it's just a little off. Made 2,860 off this account. Here's my FTMO copier, made 3,210. Here's my first MFF, made 3,160. Second MFF, 3,050. And then my third MFF, 2,770. So pretty good profits to kick off the week, guys. I mean, it's pretty good overall. I'll add up my profits right here to show you, what it looks like when it's actually all added up. So 2860 plus 3210 plus 3160 plus 3050 plus 270. So total profit of 15,050. Check this out, Maddie. This lady, she made me buy this jade bracelet. She's like, yo, if you buy this, you're gonna make a lot of money tomorrow. And look what happened. We did really good today. So, our Asian superstitions played out perfect. So 15,000 for today. She literally made me buy this jade bracelet. I was like walking down. She's like, hey, want to make some money tomorrow? I was like, yeah, for sure. She's like, here, buy this jade bracelet. So I went into this jewelry store, this jade bracelet, paid off the jade bracelet right there. Pretty nice. I'm gonna have to go back to that store, buy some more jade. Yeah. So yeah, there's my profit so far, guys. 15,000 for the day. It's not bad. We only took 3 trades, all full TP, solid. So if you guys could stay consistent and just focus on like quality trades, I mean, you guys could do perfectly fine because your profits add up. I know for me, it's a lot because I have multiple accounts, but even if you guys just had one account, you could do one account, pass your challenge, get funded, do your second account, third account, fourth account, and it just adds up. Like, imagine if you guys were to trade for like a couple months and just not have very many losses or have like 1 or 2 losses, right? You will, it'll add up. It's all about consistency, guys. But yeah, let me check over here real quick and see what else. Or let me just give a little closing out. Another win, solid day of trading to kick off K2 trading week. All right, solid. So not bad, guys. Not bad for a Monday. I was kind of worried today because I was like, man, I don't know if the market's going to move all smooth, and played out perfect. I mean, for a Monday, it's not bad. So those are my profits right there. Let's see. I'll read that later. Kip over here put something in the chat. He said trading is a bit like sex. We're a bit terrible at the beginning, and we're super happy with any successful finish, even if it sucks later. You think you're good, but you're not. And you're trying for the money, serious shot. You see others do. Don't realize it's unrealistic. Yeah, the more pressure you put on yourself, the harder it is to perform. Yeah, and I agree with you 100%, Kip. Positions you hold should feel comfortable, and you're doing it wrong. Too many people think they're good at it, but a few actually are. Yeah, and I agree with you 100%, guys. Like trading, I've been trading for 11 years, guys, over 11 years. I still don't think I'm like the best at trading or like that, even that good. I mean, I guess my performance trading with you guys live every day says otherwise, but realistically, I'm learning just like you guys. You never stop learning at trading, and it never gets easier. You just get better at it. So yeah, thanks for that Kip. And I agree with you 100%. You just got to stay consistent with your trading, guys. It doesn't matter how good you think you guys might be. One or 2 losses or 3 losses are going to set you back, and it's gonna humble you real quick. So Steven over here posted his profits, locking a total of 7,126. Nice work, Patrick. Sorry, I said Steven. That's your last name. But yeah, Patrick over here locked in 7,126. And then he took another trade over here. He said, every time I try to get out, Sean pulls me back in. So he took the buy with me right there as well. Locked in a total profit of 9,112. So great work right there, Patrick. And I think it's about time for you to log off, just it is for me. Rashid over here as well, 3 trades, same trades I took. Let them all hit, total profit of 1,225. Great work, Rashida. Tasha over here as well. So Tasha said focusing on all wins. She had all wins today, no losses. Total profit of 281 for the day. Nice work, Tasha. Great consistency with those wins today for a Monday as well. Nelly over here as well. Nelly posted up his profits, all wins, no losses for today. You can see all these green strips here. You know, he let these trades run. Full profit of 9,427 for the day. Great work, Nelly. Again, you know, great work with the consistency. Same with Alexander over here. He said took it on a demo, second one on verification. So if this is a demo account, he's playing around with gold, locked in total profit of 2,082. And then here's his actual verification account with that nice recovery move, total profit of 920. So solid work right there, Alexander. And you guys can see these are all different people. It's not just a few people locking in profits. It was like 10, 20, 30 people here. Shannon said best trade day I've ever had minus the losses. I will take more quality trades. So Shannon over here up 9,322. Amazing work right there, Shannon. And she locked in a pretty solid profit off US30 right there, the one that we just took, 653. Nice work, Shannon. Yeah, no, definitely. Barack said, hey, Sean, following your analysis and liking it to bits. Love this kind of trading and even better in a group effort. Yeah, definitely. We're all winning here. So that's really what's key, Barack. He said, it's been tough for me. Whatever happens, matter of time. Great calls today, bro. Yeah, definitely. Appreciate that, Barack. And I'm glad to hear from you. I know you took a break from trading, but I'm glad to see that you're still following along here on the YouTube. CERN over here, he said, man, out for the day. So CERN over here, all wins, no losses, total profit of 5,036. Man, you guys are killing it. Everybody here in K2 has done amazing today. So hopefully all of you guys are on the same page. All you guys are all in deep profit because you guys did pretty good just off my analysis. So amazing work right there. And yeah, just call it a day, guys. If you guys are good, just call it a day. You don't have to force any trades here. CERN of 5,000 for the day. Nice work, CERN. Or 5,000 euros. So this is actually more compared to dollars. Steven over here as well. Man, look, if Steven can do it, man, anyone can do it, right? And I don't mean that as derogatory, Steven. You guys know Steven. So Steven over here killed it. He's up 2,205. Steven on point. There was another entry right here for an SR. Unfortunately, I missed it. It's okay, but yeah, I missed it. It hit TP though. So there was a pivot scalp right here and then also an SR. So there's 2 entries that came up right back to back, but unfortunately I missed it. It's all good though. There's actually another one right here. I'm not going to take it. It's already getting close to 8. So I'm not going to take the trade there. I just have marked up, but I'm pretty much done. I'm satisfied with my profits for the day so far. So I'm not going to risk it taking trades over here close to 8 o'clock. Other than that, see Maddie over here. He's currently up 1,990. Nice work, Maddie. Solid work right there. Another one. So Maddie took another one. Total profit of 2,300 for the day. Great work, Maddie. And I think that's about it for the profits. If you guys have more profits to post up, I mean, feel free to post them in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this up. Let me see if there's any questions here in the chat before we close it out for the day. But I'm pretty much done with trading for now. As we get closer to 8, it starts to get a bit iffy. Like, so let me just show you guys real quick. Alexander sent me his breakdown of the trades. So here's the cool thing. You know, we have a lot of members here who are helping with the back testing. Alexander, he gave me a spreadsheet of like what he locked in. So here's what Alexander did, right? You guys can see he took a breakdown of each strategy that was applied through the live sessions. So for the live session here on the 5th, there was an SR, V3, V3 scalp, V1 scalp, and then a V1. On the 4th, there was a bunch of entries here. All these days here were all wins. On the 5th, 7 losses, 0 7 wins, 0 losses. On the fourth, 9 wins, 0 losses. On the third, 5 wins, 0 losses. On the second, 5 wins, 0 losses. And then on the first, there was 10 wins and 1 loss. So, I mean, you guys do the math there. You know, I would take these trades. A lot of people hate on our like negative risk score, but look how many wins we have. Only 1 loss. At the end of the week, he had 36 wins and 1 loss. If you're just applying the SR strategy, 23 wins and 1 loss, total profit of 460 points, which is 4,600 pips. So, and this is just for like a week, right? This is last week. And then the week before that, 5 wins, 0 losses, like literally no losses applying the strategy here. Any of the strategies, you don't have to just apply one. You can apply literally any strategy and you guys should have no problem. So as long as you guys can follow directions and like, look, and here's the thing. So he made 4,006. If you applied all the strategies here, 4,600 pips. Like guys, that's pretty insane. So like if you're using a 10 lot, because I trade 10 lots, right? 10 lots times 4,600 pips. That's how much profit you could have made if you took every single trade. And we have the spreadsheet here to break it down. Like, you know, it's like what people always say, like the proof is in the pudding, right? It's like we have the data here. You can literally go back and backtest the strategy, and you guys can see that there is a lot of opportunity here. So like whenever people complain about losing trades, I always ask people like, okay, tell me which trade did you take? Right? And they don't tell me, because if you actually go back and look back at the strategy, there's no losses. You like most of the time when someone's losing, it's because they're applying the strategy wrong or they're doing their own thing, but they want to find someone to blame for it. And we have the data here. So if you guys want to go back and back test any of the strategies for like the past 5 days or the past month, you guys will see that it doesn't matter what strategy you're applying. You could apply the SR, V3, V1, pivot scalp, high-low reversal, high-low scalp. You know, you guys will see that it does work. So just keep that in mind, guys. And you guys just got to be humble about it, right? You guys can't be like acting like you know everything, and then you end up like doing everything wrong. Because I see that happen with a lot of people. Like people will join a group and they act like they know everything, and then when they try to learn something, they don't actually learn because they're too prideful. Like they don't want to learn something else. They want to apply what they're doing, and it just never works out. So this trade here is still running, guys. I'm not in this position. I'm not going to hop into it, but I'm just following it. Looks like it's probably going to hit. It's going to swing back up and then hit, but I'm not going to enter it. So let me check the chat real quick and see what else I'm missing over here. So let me just scroll up. But yeah, big thanks to Alexander for putting down that that spreadsheet, because it works really well. If you guys want to go and back test it. Cool. Yeah, so Maddie's actually going to stay online. He's going to test more of these entries up until 11:45. So I think that's pretty solid. So this trade right here looks like it's going to hit. If it does, great. If it, but I'm not going to chase it. I'm not going to enter it late. I'm just going to wrap it up. All right, so I don't see any other questions here. Oh, wait, sorry. One question from Bobby. Bobby said, do you have a mentoring session on this? No, I don't. I will be going over this on Wednesday. Yeah, no, definitely, Bobby. We'll be going over this in detail on Wednesday for the mentoring session. So if you can attend it, that'd be great. If not, it'll be recorded, so you can watch it later. But if you could attend it, that'd be best, because you can ask me questions directly. Like when I'm going over the examples, I'll go over the strategy from start to finish, and then I'll also go over a bunch of examples. We'll pretty much go through an entire week of trades, and then I'll show you. And this one's about to hit. I'm getting some FOMO, but I'm not going to enter it. But I do hope it hits for you guys, for whoever caught it. Just another proof of concept there. There it works. And looks like it's about to hit TP. Boom, full TP right there. So if you guys took it, great. If you guys didn't, it's all right. Don't FOMO into it. I didn't even FOMO into it, so that's about it. All right, guys. Nice. Natasha took it. Maddie said should have held it. It's all good, Maddie. You still made some pretty good profit for the day. All right, guys. So if you guys have any more profit to post up, feel free to post them up in the group over here. And then we will continue on with this tomorrow. So, all right, guys, I don't see any other questions. Just a reminder, our mentoring session is going to be on Wednesday. It's not going to be today. Unfortunately, I'm still here in Hawaii for a vacation. I will be heading back tomorrow night. So I'll be back Wednesday for the live session. But yeah, I'm going to go rent me a surfboard and catch me some waves before I head out tomorrow. So, all right, guys, I think that's about it. You know, if you guys don't have to trade, just go and do something. Go out, go to the gym, go run some errands, go do something to stay away from the charts, because usually don't find anything good after 8 o'clock. And I think Matt even sent me his data here, right? I mean, he's going to do a full back test of it, but Maddie actually sent me his back test here of just the SR strategy. So looking over at the SR strategy, so all the losses came after 8, pretty much. So 638, there was like one loss. That might have been an accident because it was like something happening that day. But you can see Maddie's back test right here. 638, literally no losses. 8 to 10, couple losses start to come up right here. This is where you don't want to be in. You want to be in these risky days. And then from 10 to 12:45, about a couple losses here as well. So if you just stick into like 6:30 to 8, no problem, you're good. You go from 8:30 to 10, couple more losses. 10 to 12:45, a couple more losses too. So main goal here is not to lose, guys. Keep that in mind. All right, guys. So I'll see you guys